thank you. But Scott had asked a question, and I forget how you phrased it, but I have wondered why so many people hate him. Sorry, I have a sucker in my mouth.
Sorry.
I know you guys are going to get on me for eating.
No reason to apologize.
I kind of explained to you why I hate him, Twit, right?
I think we'll let it pass.
No, yeah, please keep sucking your mouth.
It's a nice sound. Yeah, we like that sound.
Oh, that was creepy as fuck.
Allegedly.
Yeah, just a little creepy.
That was worse than my paper.
That was almost as creepy as Joe Biden groping children.
About?
No, I'm going to choke on it.
Dude, I can't believe that people actually didn't think that was a deal breaker, bro. Like, I'm so blown away. He grabbed a little girl's boobs, dude.
What's the deal breaker?
It's a video, dude. You can watch it yourself.
Dude, you didn't even vote. Why are you so outraged by all this? You didn't.
Dude, I do got to say that.
Exercise your
If you have that much passion about it, you really should participate, man.
Well, the only reason I didn't vote, I live in Tennessee, and it goes Republican 100% every time. Like, my vote wouldn't have done shit. So
Same thing for Texas, man, but things almost happen.
I live in Alabama. Alabama goes Republican 100% of the time, and I still voted.
okay, well, that's your decision. My point is that if I lived in a swing state, I may have voted, but Tennessee was going to go Republican, guaranteed. So that means our electoral college is going to.
By all means, stay at home. It may become a swing state because of people like you.
No name.
Okay.
I think there are
We'll
like
see.
three Biden votes there.
Yeah, dude, Tennessee will never go
you
left,
and two of your
dude.
relatives, right? It's you and your wife and your kid.
No, Bill couldn't even carry Tennessee. So
Tennessee's one of the best states in the country, my man.
But it's hard to compete
Trump's
against all
pussy grabbing
the,
not a
all the brother
deal breaker?
uncles in the in those
He
states.
didn't pussy grab anybody. That's why.
One of the best land prices in the country, the best gun laws in the country, the best cost of living in the country.
That's the exact reason why the
nobody
deal
wants to
breaker
live
wasn't
there.
a deal breaker with Biden, because no one believed that story either. So
Yeah, but we
if
have
Trump
we have
voters didn't
video
believe the pussy grabbing story,
Well, no,
then
listen, we have video evidence of. I don't
we've got
care
video
about
evidence
Joe
of
Biden.
Trump admitting it himself.
Yeah, but
admitted
Trump
himself,
said
so
Trump
why
was
do
making
that?
a.
Listen,
Yeah, he was making
said something, and we've actually seen Joe sniff people. So I don't know.
But it was totally a joke, guys. It was just locker
No. See, what this is what you guys do, dude. We're not saying that we advocate the comment. We're not saying that we advocate the comment, though, dude. We're not saying that.
I don't know that.
Not a fucking deal
I just want to say that the recording of Donald Trump is actually, you can go out there and listen to it. He doesn't just talk about grabbing their pussies. He says that when he sees a good-looking girl, he just goes and he sticks his tongue down her throat and stuff like that. I just think that these politicians are all horrible. Why are we fighting over them?
Politician when he said
I think what Biden. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
I'm
think
just
what-
cleared it up for Becky that he's not been a politician until 2016 or 2015, if you'd like to say.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
he
He didn't change when he ran for president. He's still the same creep. They're
Okay,
all
but just to
creeps.
clarify, the context of was like locker room jokes, like where you say, when you're rich, females will let you do anything. They'll even let you just walk up and grab up. It isn't that the comment isn't messed up. It isn't that the comment's messed up, but the literal context of it is what I just said.
And when you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. That's how you guys write that off.
The point is,
Jeremy's, I think, just been trying to say
I
something.
only got 2 seconds. What's worse, the thing Trump said or what Biden said about poor kids and white kids?
I think Joe Biden's racist. I think he doesn't even
he is,
understand he's racist. Yeah.
He straight up said he doesn't want his kids growing up in a racial jungle. He said that.
Well, I mean,
he's probably
they're in the jungle.
Like in support of segregation, bro. It was in support of segregation.
You guys asked why something was not a deal breaker. I can just ask why the other thing's not a deal breaker. Whoever you support, you give them a free pass, right? So your guy says something that's not indefensible, you give him a free pass. The other guy says something that's indefensible, you don't give him a free pass. That's how bloody politics works.
No, but we're not saying that it's defensible. We're just explaining that y'all are misrepresenting it, making it sound like he just said that he can forcibly go grab women by the pussy. And he didn't say that. What he said was, when you're rich,
when you're a star, they let you do it.
Exactly. He said they let you do it.
Yeah, that's
regardless
exactly my point. You defend his position, and people that don't support Trump think it's abhorrent. That's why it wasn't a deal breaker. Because
I still don't support his point.
Break people's deals.
I still don't support his point, dude. I think that's a stupid thing to ever say. It's gross, bro. But
it wasn't a deal breaker, right? You still would have voted for him. You're still supporting him right here.
I didn't vote for him.
I think if it affected his policies, I think I would have a problem with it. Like if he had implemented some kind of grab them by the pussy policy, I would have a problem with it.
Is that not like an obvious sign of moral failing?
That was a good.
Yeah, he cheated on his wife with a porn star. No one's saying Trump is moral, dude. The point here is which one. Here's what I want to know. Which one's worse? Which one's worse? Saying that if you're a rich star, that women will just let you grab their pussy, or saying, or literally being on camera grabbing a little girl's boobs. Which one's worse?
Well, little girls don't have. But,
well, he's grabbing what they have.
Man,
so
you were reading some shit into that picture.
No, it's not one. Go and have a look. There's fucking compilations of this guy Joe Biden when they got in, when Obama got in, and they were taking all the photographs. I've seen it. He is disgusting, and he goes under their shoulders, around the front of them, in places which are inappropriate for it to touch a woman, whether she's got a rack or not. You don't do that.
Yep, and he sniffs their hair, he sniffs their necks, he kisses them, he tries to kiss little kids, and they're grossed out by it, and there's video evidence of all this.
Man, that is like a cliche with politicians where you got to kiss babies and stuff, man.
And grab their, and like sexual molest girls.
He's not grabbing their boobs. They don't have boobs to grab, okay?
I don't agree with
wow,
you.
You're defending the molestation of children.
Hang on. He hasn't seen it, otherwise he wouldn't be saying this.
Sexual about
This gentleman here has not seen it, otherwise he wouldn't be standing up for him. I promise you, if you see what we're talking about, you would not be trying to stand up for Joe Biden right now. It's not the kissing the baby.
These memes, Becky.
They're not memes. These are videos. These are videos. You can hear, you can watch, you can see him. He's whispering into the girls' ears and he's playing with their hair. Like, it's really inappropriate. These are strange kids that are getting their photo taken with him.
And they're really uncomfortable. So you're advocating child molestation right now, just so you know.
Guys. That's the scale.
Now that's an exaggeration.
No, it's not, because that is molestation.
There's no need to suggest that, though.
That is exactly what molestation is. Look it up. He's a molester on camera. He's a molester on camera. Look it up.
And tell them they
look
smell
it up and watch him, and then you will be very molestation on camera. Molestation. That's what
grabbing someone by the pussy is molesting.
But he doesn't do that.
They both are.
Have you ever seen Trump grab somebody by the pussy? Have you?
Yeah. Yep. Have you ever seen it?
There's 24 women who claim he has.
They were all proven to be lying.
No, they're not.
They haven't proven anything, right?
They have not been proven anything because they
do we have video evidence of it, though?
Oh, do we have video evidence of this woman with vote fraud?
No, do we have video evidence of it, though? Because you can't.
Let's take
You're diverting.
You're diverting. Vote fraud or not?
Sworn testimony. It's just as equal as the sworn testimony of that lady that found out.
No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about we're talking about right. No, we're talking about comparing. No, we're talking about comparing the acts of Trump and Biden, and you try to divert away to the election.
We're talking what you accept for evidence in one case, you don't in the other.
No, again, what I'm saying is we actually do have video evidence against Biden. That's the point.
Well, guys, at the end of the day, everything we're talking about is alleged or accusatory.
Not really.
So it's like we none of us can.
No, we have video.
We have video
evidence.
And
you guys, listen, we have video evidence, and that's something you guys would accept. But I don't see why this gentleman. Let me finish. This gentleman that is defending
that it is creepy.
Let me finish, Kosho. This gentleman that I really like in this channel right now, that's defending these politicians kissing babies. It's not that. It's extreme. It's extreme. And this footage is available on the CNN. It's when they were sworn in and they were having all the photographs taken. There is a compilation of that exact day, and you can see it is literal molestation. It is. You can watch it for yourself.
Would anybody on this panel let Joe Biden or another man touch their daughter and rub their hair and whisper?
I wouldn't let them do that. I'm sure if the kids felt that way or the parents felt that way, so they have to them.
By saying that snipping some kid's hair or kissing them on the cheek is sexual molestation. It is not. Okay, to every child who's been sexually molested.
Oh my God! You haven't even looked at what we're trying to say to you. You won't even look at it. You're just defending a creep.
Would you let
I have one. She's 20 years old. I have one. She's 20.
Would you let me?
You want to let Joe Biden near her?
Look at him groping that kid right there. Hey, ask him. Do you defend that right there? You defend that right there, where he's groping that kid right there? You think there's nothing wrong with that?
When you take
I think there's something wrong with it, but that doesn't mean that it has to be the extent of what you guys said it was. It's creepy. I wouldn't let my kids around him.
That looks fake.
It could very well be something gross, but we're assigning it already as something gross. Like you're accusing somebody in here as standing up for pedophilia by saying that it's not that bad. That's not right to do.
You're a liar, Kosho, because it's molestation and it's on camera and it is literal molestation. Look at what he is doing. This is not okay. If you did this in my country, the police would knock on your fucking door. It's because he was the vice president that this was accepted. These people,
even the babies have to duck him.
How do you know that the circumstances are not different and that thing is taken out of context?
The little girls are forced to stand up there and not move and smile, right, for the camera.
Look at the quiet. No, they're all freaking out. They're not smiling. They're ducking away from them, freaking out. Look at 608. The quiet noobs posted. Tell me that he's not grabbing her boob right there. And tell me how that's not okay. How that's okay. Please enlighten me how that's okay.
Yeah, it says the image shows Maggie Kuhn, the daughter of Senator Chris Kuhn of Delaware, during her father's swearing-in ceremony in January 2015. After the clip went viral, Senator Kuhn, the Democrat, told Fox News host Chris Wallace that Biden was simply offering her reassurance and that his daughter didn't think he was creepy. Kuhn said that Biden, who held Kuhn's Senate seat before reassigning to serve as vice president, had known his children their whole lives. I could hear him.
Why is he having a comment on him being creepy? Why is he
was
having a comment on
leaning forward and whispering some encouragement to her about how
Dude, he's grabbing her chest. We're sitting here watching it.
There's no
awkward and uncomfortable.
There's no doubt that it's creepy. There's no doubt that it's creepy.
What you call molestation.
It's assigning all the extra stuff to it as if it were a fact is kind of stretched too far, but it's definitely creepy. It definitely looks like something, but we're all talking like we know what it is.
It's the very definition of molestation.
Really
That's what it is.
No,
okay,
really
look at what molestation is. It is.
He put his hand on a little girl's chest, dude.
Hang on, can I make a point? I'll tell you why I think it's not. Because you don't have a complaint of molestation. You have.
Okay, so these little kids.
Listen, hold on. You say you have a video of it, but you don't have any
videos.
Because the parents support Biden.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to say. These parents will do anything to get a picture with this man. And the molestation, if these children are going to their parents and saying, I feel uncomfortable, he's touching me too much, he's sniffing me, he's touching around my chest, mummy. What are they going to do? They just supported him and paid the campaign to get these guys in. Please look at the footage, please.
Look, I looked at the footage, but the footage is not a complaint, I'm afraid. It can be taken either way, I think. And
it's just evidence. Yeah, it's not a complaint. It's just evidence.
What a shocker!
It would be if someone had made a complaint of that.
I haven't been in here in months, and I come in and GEMPANDA is defending a pedophile. What a shocker!
Yeah. Well, look, he grabbed a little girl's chest. That's no big deal because the little girl didn't. But listen, what you're saying is that since there isn't a report filed, but the little girl can't file a report, she's up to her parents. Her parents didn't file the report. They're Joe Biden fans. They went and took pictures with them. They thought it was a big deal. So the little girl, super uncomfortable, doesn't know what's going on, super lost and innocent, defenseless, should be protected against that bullshit.
The difference between what you're doing and what I'm doing, guys, there's people here saying that it's not. I'm not even saying it is or it isn't that. I'm not making a claim because what you and what somebody else in here are saying about it is as if it's a fact that these things are occurring in the way that it's that you're seeing it in your head, and that's probably not the right direction to come from. It's probably correct to say you can suggest it like, okay, that looks creepy, that's gross. I wouldn't let my kids around him. He might be doing something creepy, but to make the accusations that it is what it looks like it is probably not the position, at least.
Kosho, if you had a daughter and I did the same thing to your daughter and you filed a criminal complaint against me, the court
I feel like when I say things, people don't hear the words I say.
Right?
As if I didn't say the words I said. It looks creepy. It is creepy. I would not let my kids around this guy. He looks like his hands are moving creepy. He's a creepy. Everything about it is creepy. I said this already.
There's something about the way you talk
is the extension of what you guys are saying.
Why
That he's
does Dress
definitely
keep
doing.
posting those pictures and acting like he's some kind of upstanding person in this chat, Dress? You've lost all credibility now.
This is wild. I never thought that.
Check. Listen, no, let me speak. Check out. You pinged me. Check my YouTube channel out. I have got women on the record voicing that they were raped by Donald Trump as well. I claim Donald Trump is just as bad as Joe Biden. They are both as evil as each other.
That's his daughter. Has she ever claimed that?
I am talking about women on my channel. You can go and listen to their interviews and hear what they say about Donald Trump molesting children, okay? And commenting about these children he molested as being, reminding him of his daughter. You need to look at both sides of this. I don't like either of them. They're both creepy.
Like I said, there's no accusations that Biden has molested children. No one's made an accusation that he's molested children. Just because they're on stage and he's giving some young child, probably a friend of the family, some reassurance. The claim that these kids are strangers, that's bollocks right there, because have you just learned he's a senator?
Oh, man.
Biden knows these people. He knows the family.
Yeah, you please keep justifying groping little girls' chests, please.
I don't think that it's it doesn't look right.
A chest. That's a whole
right. So I'm not going to make any claims either way.
So maybe we
imagine defending this depravity.
This is too much.
I mean, no wonder you people think the Earth's the ball.
Obviously, he's touching her arm and shoulder, not her.
He moves it over to her chest.
He's not even looking at her. He's talking to someone else.
Yeah, because he's feeling her.
More than likely, he had his hand on her shoulder so he could keep her in the shot. Because kids fidget around. And then she moves, and it looks like his arm is in it. His hand is in it.
Wow.
He's not even
Can we change the subject?
Yeah, let's just change the subject. This is why you people think the Earth's a globe. You promote depravity. You can't adhere to objective morality. So there you go.
I was going to say something funny.
Do you have any daughters? Whitsit, do you have any daughters? Whitsit, do you have any daughters?
No, and I would beat the shit out of someone if they did this to my little sister. If someone did this to my little sister, they would die.
Do you know any parents of daughters?
Yeah, my parents.
And have you seen them hug their infant children?
Well, too bad that I've never seen them go grab someone else's.
Have you seen them hug their infant children?
That's not his child, dumbass.
They're not his children. Joe Biden doesn't know these children. These are the campaign supporters that wanted their pictures taken with him.
They weren't campaign supporters. They're senators. They're senators.
Okay, you just asked me if I saw someone hug their child. He's grabbing people that aren't his child.
All their lives, okay? They're family friends.
You people are y'all are disgusting pieces of shit.
I'm going to change the mood a little bit.
It would really be nice if people stopped shouting.
This is staggering level of depravity in this room. I didn't expect this.
Hold on.
You're a sick fuck. You're a total sick fuck. If you think that...
Address that person. Don't blame everybody in the room for
Do not do that again. No one in this room has done anything depraved.
Yeah, you have your
daughter. Do not say that again. My daughter.
Somebody said everybody in the room, like everyone has the same sentiments as like one person has. That's not cool to do. But regardless,
that's a straw man. That's a straw man because it's not his daughter.
No, it's the standard tactic when and we see this every day. It's happening to me as we speak from Flat Earth Subgenius, where you get to accuse anyone you like of being a child molester, and when someone says, hold on a minute, it's a friend of the family, he's just whispering in something, encouragement in her ear. As soon as someone says that, they're defending paedophiles, and then they're shut up, and then they're depraved. The level of depravity Whitsit is talking about. How dare he? And this is hold on. I'm not going to hug the friend of a family. Someone's daughter, a friend of someone. I'm not going to hug them. This is a standard tactic that we see all the time, and I'm really tired of it.
No, I'm not attacking anybody in this room. I wouldn't ever say that, ever. I'm not attacking anybody in this room,
guys. If you want to accuse someone of being a child molester, then you've got to accept challenges to that accusation. If it's
Absolutely.
not being made by the police or an authority, then you've got to accept challenges to that without calling the people that make those challenges paedophiles.
Because they're
Exactly.
standard, aren't they? Aren't they, Jim?
If you said someone was a bank robber that wasn't, and I said, hold on a minute, where's your evidence that this person's a bank robber? Or I dispute your evidence that this person's a bank robber. It doesn't make me a bank robber. And it's a sad tactic to try and pretend that it does.
Okay, now this is the problem, dude. This is the
banks.
This is the thing. The
Videos
first
of you robbing banks, and then you deny that you robbed the banks, but we say you're a bank robber. Does that make us wrong? There's video of you robbing the bank.
Look, let me say something. The guy that first jumped in defending it, Jim. I agree. I shouldn't have just said like depravity as a holistic thing, okay? But the guy that first jumped in and said it.
No one here is depraved. No one's done anything depraved here. No one.
Okay, are you going to stop
interrupting? No one gets
interrupting?
accused of that.
All right, you muted me to go on your monologue. Do I get to respond to it now?
No.
Yeah, so you just get to mute me and
not
then
if you're going to call anyone here depraved. No, you don't.
I just now tried to be the bigger person that you've never done in your whole life and say I shouldn't have said that.
And move on.
You retracted it from everyone but one person.
I'm going to respond now. So the first guy jumped in and he contended it, but he had never even seen the videos yet. Imagine being that guy. That's called blindly fucking defending depravity. He didn't even see the videos.
If I go to my neighbor's house, name is
no name.
Start rubbing his daughter.
In case you wanted to refer to him.
Why don't we just stop talking about this?
He said he had seen the videos.
Let's just
No, he said he hadn't.
Why don't we just stop? This is not
okay. Yeah, whatever. Let's move on. This is why y'all think you live on a magic spinning cartoon ball filled with water, covered with water in a vacuum.
No, I want Witsit to tell me that it's creepy for me to hug an infant.
No, there's
a 5-year-old friend's daughter.
TT, we're gonna move on from this because it's just
Witsit, you're a slimy prick.
I'm slimy for standing up for the child.
Yeah,
I'm trying to stand up for the child. How am I a prick?
Well, I think that was fair.
If someone hugs a 6-year-old, they're creepy.
If someone grabs their chest, they're creepy. Yeah.
Let's move on.
Then we can move on to what
Fucking
does
moron.
actually mean.
I had a funny story to tell. I can't even tell anymore because it's slightly related to that conversation. But it's funny.
You don't even have to do that. You don't even have to do that, TT. All you have to do is use the word children in the name of a Discord server. That's all. That's all that's required. Sorry, but I felt like I needed to.
I know. I just don't understand. We're all grown-ups, I think.